So last week I got to see a little bit of the Penn State wrestlers over there in Pittsburgh, and I know that we have that in common. Tell us a little bit about your wrestling background.
My wrestling background, I lost my first match in junior high in 7th grade.
Most of us did.
I won my second match in 8th grade, but then I went out for basketball, and I'm sitting on the bench, and I didn't really get in. I guess I did get into the game for a minute or so, and then they set me back on the bench. And a buddy next to me said, "Why are you sitting here? They're having wrestling eliminations down in the basement in the locker room." And he said, "Dave Lockhart, he's wrestling in your weight, and you can pin him." I said, "You're right." I get up and walk down to that was my beginning of wrestling right there. I said, "I'm not going to, I can pin Dave Lockhart." So I went down and pinned Dave Lockhart and went into wrestling, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Now, I saw a video the other day, and not too many people can say they take down Cale Sanderson, but it looks to me like you were about to get a takedown on him.
Well, he was so gracious to let me in on that leg, and he said to me, he says, "Are we being filmed?" And I said, "Yes." And he says, "You're not taking me down."
That's great.
And then he said, "And you're not going to be on top either."
That doesn't surprise me a bit once I saw that.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
We have fished together on 3 or 4 occasions, and he's just fun to be with. Very dry sense of humor.
You pretty excited when they got him here as a coach a few years
I
back?
really was. Yeah, I thought that this is. I know we had a lot of other good people applying for the position, but Cal Sanderson is top drawer, and Casey Cunningham and the whole staff. So they have a wonderful coaching staff, and so that's and they care about the kids. It's not. It's academics. You have to have a great average to wrestle. It's not, I'm sure there's some places they might blink, but not here. So, yeah.
Now, that position was your position at one time, a few years ago.
Yeah,
you were
as
the
an
coach,
assistant, yes.
assistant at Penn State.
And I was working with Bill Cole, and Bill Cole was an outstanding coach. I think that Bill Cole had more technique and more insights into the game than anybody I've ever known. I know Cale is very astute. He has a great knowledge of this game, but nobody had a better knowledge than Bill Cole. He was 3-time national champion, and he was 75-0. But you got to remember, he was an enormity beachhead, and he survived that, and then he became 3-time national champion. So he was a heck of a guy, and I learned more in 1 week from Bill Cole than I had wrestling from high school through my collegiate career. And George Edwards, who wrestled for Penn State also, we both made the same statement. And George was an assistant coach under Bill Cole, and we both agreed we learned more in one week. I didn't even understand. I thought a setup was something you got at a bar. But I didn't realize it tied into takedowns. So, and so I learned so much, and then it really helped me with my coaching career.